David Baye here for MuscularDevelopment.com. I am here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the 2014 NPC Masters National Championships, hanging out here with your Physique 40 overall winner and over 45 overall winner and over 35 overall winner. You managed to win your class and the overalls in both division, racking up 2 pro cards this evening. Rocio, for the people who aren't familiar with you at MuscularDevelopment.com, give us a little bit of background on yourself, how you got started in competing, when, and what you've done leading up to earning your pro card here tonight at Masters Nationals.
Sure. Well, to tell you the truth, I only started training in my 40s in a serious fashion, My husband's a lifetime bodybuilder. He's my inspiration, my greatest friend, my coach, Miguel Ruiz, and he trained me, but he was after me for a long time to get going to the gym, to get in shape, because I was basically a couch potato, I got to tell you the truth.
So when you say you started training a few years ago, are you speaking you started training for competitions a few years ago, or you just started training altogether?
No, before that I would go to the gym once a week, once every 2 weeks, like most people, and just eat whatever I wanted. And, as time went on, you see the dismal effects on your physique. And I was just getting older, and I said, oh, man, I got to do something, so let me head to the gym and try to tone this little body up, And so my first goal was really just to look good in shorts and to be proud of myself in the hot weather because, I'm from Miami. And then I just started going from there. I just got better and better, and I just loved it more and more because bodybuilding is just the greatest sport in the world,
So how did we go from wanting to look good in shorts to stepping on your stage for the first time?
Well, I was visiting a gym with my husband, and a friend of his told me, hey, why don't you compete? And I was like, me? I can't stand on the stage with these incredible people, I'm not at their level. And my husband was like, I've been telling you for a long time, And I said, well, let me try. If somebody that doesn't know me, that doesn't have to be nice to me and flatter me like my husband,
Sure.
He tells me I could do it. I said, maybe I can. So I decided to get ready for my first show. And in 5 weeks, I competed, and I got first place in over 40 figure.
Oh, okay. So how long did you compete in figure before you made the transition to physique?
About a year and a couple months.
Okay.
And I did pretty well, but I noticed that, I just developed a lot of muscularity. And I was a little bit straight up and down, because the figure girls need to have a little bit more of an hourglass shape.
Sure.
And so I said, hey, maybe I could make the change to physique and I would do well. And I loved it. I love training hard, and I love the posing, the glamour and because I'm a frustrated ballerina. I took ballet when I was a little girl.
Sure.
So I pull all that stuff in, I do my posing, my little voguing, and it worked out pretty good,
Now, as far as competing on a national stage, how many times have you been on a national stage, been at a pro qualifier before earning your pro card here tonight?
This is my 5th national competition. My first show was the NPC Nationals, close to my hometown, Miami. They were 305 in Fort Lauderdale, actually. And then I did this show last year. And then I did Junior USA's 6 weeks ago. And I also did NPC Nationals again this last November, and this is my 5th.
In your previous attempts, how did you place in those shows? I mean, were you doing pretty good where you kind of knew that a pro card might be close for you?
Well, my very first show, I got 11th in NPC Nationals. It's a very, very tough show. Very prestigious, very well respected. That one and USA's are considered, I think, the toughest nationals nationwide. And so I was proud of that, even though, my husband was a little disappointed. But then, I went on to do this show, and I got 5th, and I was very encouraged, And then I did NPC Nationals again. I got 7th, so I was moving up, I thought. And in juniors, I got 3rd, so I was like, wow, maybe I could pull this off. Just one more spot. One more spot, and I get 2nd place at least, and I got my pro card, and I can, compete with the people that I respect and admire so much, the physique girls.
All right. Now, we understand you just walked off stage right 10 minutes ago, so I know you want to enjoy your victory, but I have to ask, is anything on your radar as far as future competitions? I know there's a few physique competitions left this year, or are you going to take some time off and focus on 2015?
Well, you know what? I'm very proud and honored to have participated in this event, and I'm very grateful to Gary Udit and I guess Jemania for putting this show together. And I know they're promoting now the NPC Masters Pro for August 28th. And so even though, it's kind of sudden, I know, and I really should probably take some time off. But I've done so well here, that I feel very encouraged now, that maybe I could come back for August 28th. And everybody got to come out to August 28th to support the Masters Pros, the first ever, and and give it a shout out, to everybody, so that everybody will participate and it'll continue on. As long as we participate, it'll continue on.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you here back in Pittsburgh and Station Square at the Sheraton in just a little over a month. I think we got 5 or 6 weeks. As she had mentioned, Gary Yuta is putting on the first ever just Masters bodybuilding fitness figure competition, Physique. And if you guys aren't aware, in order to compete at that show, you have to have qualified at a Masters show. So, like, for example, in the men's open bodybuilding, guys like Tony Freeman, Dexter Jackson aren't going to be able to show up even though they're over 40. You have to have earned your pro card, again, at a Masters show. So, it's a first time. Should be interesting. Should be a lot of really great competitors, including Rocio. So, you guys make sure you check back in about 5-6 weeks to see how she does there. So, we're going to wrap things up, let you enjoy your evening, enjoy the victory, at least for a little bit, but you got to get back on the grind pretty quick. So, all right, guys. Well, once again, this is David Baye with your over 45 and over 35 Physique overall champion, Rocio Guillen.
Correct.
From the 2014 NPC Masters National Championships from MuscularDevelopment.com.